Hey there, Leslie Sansone Williams here. Hope you're doing great. Thanks for stopping by. In this video, we're going to talk about entry-level paralegal time pressures. Well, are there time pressures when you're an entry-level paralegal? You betcha. And the first 2 months are kind of a major juggling act, and you can feel overwhelmed and you can feel very unprepared in those first 2 months. So when you go into a law firm, remember there's no time really when somebody takes you aside and teaches you everything. What I recommend is that you learn as much as you can before you ever send your resume and cover letter off. I highly recommend that for the area of law. For whatever job you're applying to, learn a lot before you send your resume and cover letter off. Now, how do we avoid feeling that pressure? Well, we learn how to manage the workload efficiently so that we don't drop the ball on anything. That's so important. That's how we will build our reputation when we're entry-level paralegals. That's how we do it. So it means you're going to use a calendar to track deadlines. You're going to use a to-do list. I teach my students in the Paralegal Inner Circle class some other systems to use that it does not involve specialized software, although some law firms may have that in place. Many do not. And as a result, I use 4 different things to manage my workload, okay? So that I will go over in the Paralegal Inner Circle class, so please join us. The to-do list I use heavily, and I plan out my day. But the one thing I do, and I do even as a 30-year paralegal veteran, is I talk to the attorney so that they know what I'm working on. If that means that my to-do list is on the computer because I work remotely, but it's on the computer and they can check, they may call because I'm out of the office now working. They may contact me via email or call me and say, can you drop that and work on this right now? That happens a lot. But that communication is everything so that no one is guessing as to what I'm working on. It's right there in black and white in a list. And when I'm done, I will strike through it. And then it's done, and they know, and they can rest assured. They can go in there and look and feel good about that. So that's a system that I use a lot. And I communicate with the attorney, though. That's so important because they're the ones calling the shots as to what I will work on. I don't run that show. I do the work, but I don't run it. I don't make that assumption that I should work on a motion when they want me to work on a legal brief, and it all depends on when a legal document has to be filed. There may be a deadline that is hanging over our heads that we have to abide by, and I will talk to the attorney about that, okay? The other thing is, as I just said, some law firms are very high tech and others are not. And as a result, I didn't develop systems to use that were very high tech. They use software, but it's Microsoft Word. And so some law firms and some workplaces, nonprofits, or they don't have all the money in the world and they can't buy thousands of dollars worth of software. So oftentimes we make do, but what I would do is make sure that you know basic Microsoft Word and advanced skills. Go to YouTube and learn those advanced skills. Plenty of teachers on there for free, and you can just learn. If you want to get a certificate, that's up to you. That's not going to be overly impressive to your hiring attorney, but it may be good proof that you know how to, you know what you're doing. So learn advanced skills. Some of those are table of contents, table of authorities, just to name 2 of them. All right, so, and write down everything that you know in Microsoft Word, not to put on your resume, but to understand, how much you do know in basic and advanced. Learn beginning Excel and beginning PowerPoint. Those two are so easy to learn. Don't expect that as you're learning and doing all this, and you're doing a great job and you're learning so quickly, that you're going to get a pat on the back. I want you to track everything you learn in a notebook, and the pat on the back's going to have to come from you, for yourself. And look at everything you've learned. Track that. Why do I say that? Because you may stay in that job for a year, and or you may be there for 10 years. But track everything you know, always, and keep your resume updated. You never know that it might be that you're there for a year and the partner leaves that you've been working for. Keep that resume up to date, and keep the list of your skills in front of you, and keep it in a notebook that's private to you, okay? You don't leave it at work for everybody to snoop in. You keep it private to yourself. There's no time to learn technical skills usually on the job. The first 2 days that you're in a law firm, you're going to have a little more time, but after that, it's like, let's get this career rolling, and you won't have a lot of time to learn how to do advanced skills in Microsoft Word or Excel or PowerPoint. So take this time now to add that to what you're learning already, okay? All right, so that is it. Yes, there are time pressures on us. That is part of this career. So how do you reduce your stress? You have ways to know, and this is what I teach my students, where you are in every single case you're working on at all times. There's nothing left up in the air, no guessing, no assumptions. We know that we're right on track with our cases, and boy, does that reduce the stress. So hope you can join us in the Paralegal Inner Circle class. There's fourth anniversary special pricing right now for this January 15th launch. Hope you can join us in the launch. It starts tomorrow, the 15th, as I'm recording this. So I will put a link in the description box to go straight to the page where you can learn more about the class. But this will do nothing but enhance your career path that you're building. Okay, this will help you greatly, because a paralegal is sharing with you what it takes to be successful. So have a great day. Don't forget, check the description box below. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next video.